And my question is, what if we stop waiting for God to answer? My mom told me from the very beginning that God loved me, just like she did. She said it the way you say something you know is true. Not as a lesson, not as a rule, just as a fact, like the world, a fact about the world, like the sky is blue and God loves you. She meant every word of it. She still does. And I believed her. Of course I did. She's my mom. I grew up in Dubai. Almost everyone around me was Muslim. The kids who were kind, the kids who were good, the kids whose houses smelled like good food and whose parents smiled at you at the front door, they were Muslim. The call to prayer would come over the city every morning, and it felt like the heartbeat of a place I genuinely loved. I was Christian, baptized, Bible stories, the whole thing. But I remember thinking, why not me? These people are good. They are kind. They have something beautiful. Why cannot I belong to it too? I didn't know how to pray the right way or what the rules were. I just knew that the people around me were warm, and I wanted to be warm just like that. Then we moved to Germany, and something changed. I actually started believing in God. Not any specific religion, of course. Not a church or a name or a set of rules. I just knew, somehow, that I believed in something, and I wanted proof. So I asked, out loud, genuinely, I would say, if you're real, give me a sign. Prove it to me. I am listening. And then the wind would shift, or I would turn a corner and something would catch my eye, and I would think, that is it. That is my sign. I would follow the direction the wind pushed me, completely seriously, convinced that something out there was guiding me. I was not being silly. I was being faithful. I wanted so badly for it to be real that I made it real. In every small moment I could find. I was not comforted by this. Not really. I convinced myself it was God, but I was also uncertain the entire time. I genuinely did not know what to believe. I just wanted it to be true so badly. I kept looking for the signs anyway. Then we moved to Budapest, and that is where things got hard. I was bullied extensively. From fifth grade to eighth grade, I had no friends. None. And I'm not going to stand here and pretend I was perfect. I know I was loud. I know I was annoying. And I know I was different from other kids in ways the kids do not forgive easily. I understood then, and even now, I know why they do not like me. They had every right not to like me. I just wish they had not made it their daily project to make sure I knew about it. They made me insecure about my body, my face, my intelligence, my Hungarian, which was not fluent, which became a source of mockery every single day. The cruelty was not random, it was consistent, it was practiced. So I turned to the Christian God, the one who loved me. I prayed every day. Any excuse, morning, night, during class, walking home. I begged, I made deals. Please, just make it stop. Please let tomorrow be different. I will do anything. I am trying so hard. Nothing changed. Not once. 2 years into this, I thought, oh, I still believe in God. I did not know which one. Maybe I should try Islam. My mom was not upset about this at all. She gave me all her old clothes, hijabs, full outfits, because she's genuinely one of the most open-hearted people I know. She understood what I was looking for. There was a costume day coming up at the school, and I thought, this is my chance. A safe day to try, to see what it felt like. I want to be honest. I do understand why some people might have found that inappropriate. Wearing religious clothing on a costume day is something worth thinking carefully about. And I get why it raised eyebrows. My intention was not mockery. It was curiosity, maybe even longing. When I walked into school, I was called a terrorist. I was told to go back to my country, And several teachers pulled me aside to say that dressing as a Muslim on costume day was inappropriate. Those same teachers every single year watched boys put on traditional Muslim clothes, run around screaming they were going to bomb everyone, and said nothing. No consequences, no conversation, nothing. I was not screaming stereotypes. I was not performing a joke. I was just trying something on, and I was the one pulled aside. After that, I gave up on religion, completely and honestly. And I want to tell you that everything got better after that. That letting go brought me peace or clarity or some kind of freedom. But I'm still getting pretty much bullied. Not much has changed. With or without divine intervention, the results look pretty much the same. Here is what I actually think. Having been through all of this, I think belief in God can bring people real peace, real love, real comfort. I have seen it. I have felt the edges of it. In Dubai, the warmth of people who genuinely lived in their faith. That is not nothing. That is something beautiful, and I would never want to take it from anyone. But I also think you do not need any of that to be a good person. You do not need God or a book or a set of rules handed down to you to treat someone with kindness. Some of the cruelest things I have ever experienced came from people operating well within their own religion. And some of the kindest came from people who never mentioned God once. However, I would not give that belief to a child the way it was given to me. And I say that with no blame toward anyone who did. People pass on what they truly in their heart believe. That is an act of love and not harm. The problem is not the love. The problem is the promise. Because what I understood as a child was believe hard enough and it will work. Pray hard enough and God will answer you. He loves you. He hears you. He is your best friend. And when it did not work, when the bullying did not stop, when the prayers dissolved into silence, when nothing changed, no matter how much I begged, the only conclusion a child can reach is, I must not have believed hard enough. Or maybe I was just not worth answering. That is a very heavy thing to leave a child alone with. Maybe there's something out there that simply does not operate in the timeline of a lonely 12-year-old's prayers. I can hold that possibility. What I cannot hold anymore is the promise, the certainty, because I believed. I really, truly believed. I followed the wind. I made every deal I could think of. I was not half-hearted about it. I still wish it had worked. I still wish my mom was right. I wish the best friend I talked to every night had been real and had cared and had done something, anything. That wish has not gone away. I do not think it ever will. But wishing something is true and knowing it is true are two different things. And I think children deserve to know the difference. And maybe that is the one thing that never really changed for me. No matter where I was or what people believed in, the best parts always look the same. Every religion in its own way comes back to something simple. Be kind. Care about each other. Try to do good. Maybe that is the part that matters to me the most. Because it certainly was the thing that mattered to me most. Thank you.